Caitlin Clark is the reason why a lot of great things is going to happen for the WNBA. We have grown-ass men and women out here doing whatever they can to try to make sure that does not happen.
You know, I usually stay out of these conversations, but with Caitlin Clark, I can't stay silent anymore.
What really happened during the latest WNBA matchup, and why has one physical play involving Caitlin Clark and Alyssa Thomas sparked such a massive debate across the basketball world? Fans, analysts, and former players have been breaking down every angle, asking whether the moment crossed the line or simply reflected the intensity of professional basketball. Then another twist pushed the conversation even further, as discussions online began linking LeBron James to the growing controversy. But what actually happened, and what is fact versus speculation? In this video, we'll separate the headlines from the reality, examine the incident frame by frame, explore why emotions are running so high, and look at how this moment could influence the WNBA moving forward. Whether you support Clark, Thomas, or simply love the game, stay with us until the end because the full story contains details and reactions that many people have overlooked, and the final takeaway may surprise you. The spotlight was already shining brightly on Caitlin Clark long before the opening tip. Every arena she enters brings a different kind of energy. Tickets sell faster, television ratings climb, and social media begins buzzing hours before the game even starts. Whether people are cheering for her or hoping to see another team slow her down, one thing has become undeniable: Clark has become one of the biggest attractions in basketball. That attention has also brought enormous pressure. Every pass, every three-pointer, every turnover, and every physical play involving Clark quickly becomes a talking point. Fans analyze slow-motion replays, commentators debate every call, and thousands of opinions appear online within minutes. Few rookies or young stars have entered the WNBA under this kind of microscope. During this highly anticipated matchup, both teams understood exactly what was at stake. The opening minutes featured aggressive defense, fast-paced offense, and the kind of intensity fans expect from two teams determined to earn an important victory. Every possession mattered, and neither side wanted to give away easy points. Clark tried to create opportunities with her trademark court vision, moving the ball quickly while searching for open teammates. Her defenders stayed close, forcing her to work for every inch of space. It was the kind of physical basketball that often defines high-level competition, especially when elite players share the court. As the game continued, the pressure only increased. Every successful play from Clark was answered with equally determined defense. Every whistle seemed to spark conversations between players, coaches, and officials. It became clear that emotions were building on both sides. Then came the sequence that would dominate basketball conversations after the final buzzer. During one possession, Clark became involved in a physical exchange while trying to continue the play. The contact immediately caught the attention of everyone watching. Fans inside the arena reacted instantly, while television cameras replayed the moment from several different angles. Within minutes, clips of the play spread across social media. Basketball fans slowed the footage down frame by frame, trying to understand exactly what happened and whether the officials handled the situation correctly. Some believed the contact was simply part of an intense professional game. Others argued the play deserved additional scrutiny. As expected, opinions quickly became divided. One group of fans believed physical defense has always been part of basketball. They pointed out that star players throughout history have faced tough defenders determined to disrupt their rhythm. According to this viewpoint, elite athletes are expected to adjust and continue competing despite constant pressure. Another group viewed the play differently. They argued that while physical basketball is part of the sport, player safety should always remain the highest priority. From their perspective, every controversial moment deserves careful review to ensure that competitive intensity never crosses into unnecessary risk. The debate grew larger with every passing hour. Sports television programs discussed the incident. Basketball podcasts analyzed different camera angles. Former players shared their opinions, and thousands of fans continued debating whether the officials made the correct decisions during the game. As the discussion expanded, one name repeatedly appeared across social media posts: LeBron James. Many fans began wondering whether one of basketball's biggest stars would eventually comment on the growing controversy. Because LeBron has spent more than 2 decades competing at the highest level of professional basketball, his opinions often attract significant attention whenever conversations involve physical play, officiating, or protecting star players. Although countless social media posts claim to know what LeBron supposedly thought, many of those claims circulated without verified interviews or confirmed public statements. That only made the online discussion even more confusing, as fans struggled to separate genuine information from speculation. Meanwhile, attention remained focused on Clark herself. Despite the controversy surrounding the game, many observers noticed that Clark's response remained remarkably composed. instead of engaging in lengthy public exchanges immediately. After the game, she continued preparing for the next challenge, allowing her performance on the court to remain the primary focus. That approach has become familiar throughout her basketball journey. From college to the professional level, Clark has consistently faced enormous expectations while dealing with constant media attention. Every game brings new headlines, but her objective has remained largely unchanged: help her team compete and continue improving. The incident also renewed a broader conversation that has followed the WNBA throughout the season. As new fans continue discovering women's basketball, every controversial moment receives unprecedented attention. A single replay can generate millions of views online, creating debates that extend far beyond the final score. While that increased visibility helps grow the league, it also places every player, coach, and official under greater public scrutiny than ever before. By the time the game ended, the conversation had evolved into something much bigger than one physical sequence. Fans were now discussing officiating standards, player safety, competitive balance, and the responsibilities that come with protecting the league's biggest stars while preserving the physical nature of professional basketball. And just when it seemed the debate had reached its peak, even more reactions began emerging from around the basketball world, setting the stage for an even bigger discussion that would unfold over the following days. As the final buzzer faded, the game itself quickly became only part of the story. The real conversation had shifted online, where millions of basketball fans were replaying the controversial sequence and sharing completely different interpretations of what they had seen. Within hours, hashtags related to Caitlin Clark, Alyssa Thomas, and the WNBA were trending across multiple social media platforms. Some viewers argued that the contact reflected the physical nature of professional basketball. They pointed out that every great player eventually becomes the primary focus of opposing defenses. From their perspective, defending elite scorers requires intensity, discipline, and constant pressure. They believed moments like this, while controversial, have always been part of high-level competition. Others strongly disagreed. Many fans felt the league should carefully review every situation involving unnecessary contact, especially when one of its biggest stars is involved. They argued that protecting players isn't about giving anyone special treatment, it's about applying the rules consistently and reducing avoidable risks. According to this group, maintaining player safety benefits every athlete in the league, regardless of experience or popularity. That difference in opinion quickly spread throughout the basketball community. Sports talk shows debated whether officials handled the situation correctly. Former players discussed how physical defense has changed over the years. Analysts compared similar moments from previous WNBA and NBA seasons, explaining how today's faster game places even greater importance on consistent officiating. As those discussions continued, another familiar name kept appearing across fan conversations: LeBron James. Because LeBron has spent decades playing through physical defenses and intense playoff battles, many fans wondered whether he would publicly address the growing debate. Across social media, countless posts claimed to quote his thoughts or describe his reaction. However, many of those posts circulated without verified interviews, official statements, or confirmed sources. That became an important reminder for basketball fans. In today's digital world, information spreads incredibly fast. Headlines often appear before facts are confirmed, and viral posts can quickly create narratives that millions of people believe. Responsible fans and analysts therefore encouraged everyone to separate verified information from speculation before reaching conclusions. While online discussions continued, attention also turned toward the WNBA itself. League officials frequently faced difficult decisions when evaluating physical plays. Basketball moves at incredible speed, and referees must make split-second judgments while managing 10 athletes competing at full intensity. After controversial games, those decisions are often reviewed internally to help improve consistency throughout the season. At the same time, coaches from around the league emphasized another important point. Championship basketball has always required toughness. Players expect aggressive defense, hard screens, and physical rebounding battles. But they also expect mutual respect among competitors. Most veterans agree that the best rivalries are built on skill, preparation, and execution, not unnecessary confrontations. That philosophy has defined many of basketball's greatest eras. Legendary players often faced relentless defensive pressure, yet they continued finding ways to succeed through patience, basketball IQ, and constant adjustment. Every generation produces stars who force opponents to rethink defensive strategies, and Clark has already begun creating that kind of impact early in her professional career. Beyond the controversy, her influence on the league remains impossible to ignore. Attendance has increased in many arenas. Television audiences continue growing. National media now covers regular season WNBA games more frequently than ever before.
New fans.
who previously followed only men's basketball, are now watching women's basketball on a regular basis. Many analysts believe this increased attention represents one of the league's biggest opportunities. When more people watch, every exciting performance reaches a larger audience. Young athletes gain new role models. Sponsors become more interested. Teams receive greater exposure. The overall visibility of women's basketball continues expanding in ways that seemed difficult to imagine only a few years ago. However, greater popularity also brings greater scrutiny. Every officiating decision receives immediate analysis. Every controversial play becomes headline news. Every emotional exchange between players is examined from multiple camera angles and discussed by millions of people online. For the athletes themselves, managing that level of attention can be just as challenging as preparing for the next opponent. Despite everything surrounding this game, Clark has continued demonstrating the same competitive mindset that helped make her one of basketball's brightest young stars. Rather than allowing outside conversations to dominate her focus, she has consistently emphasized improving her game, helping her teammates, and preparing for each new challenge. That attitude has earned respect from many observers, including former players who understand the pressure that comes with becoming one of the faces of a rapidly growing league. Meanwhile, Alyssa Thomas also remained a major topic of discussion. Supporters argued that she has built her career through toughness, relentless effort, and elite defense. Critics believed certain moments deserved closer examination. Regardless of which perspective fans supported, nearly everyone agreed that the incident had become one of the season's most talked about moments. And just when the debate seemed ready to fade, another wave of reactions from analysts, former players, and basketball personalities began reshaping the conversation once again, raising even bigger questions about the future direction of the WNBA, player protection, and how the league plans to balance physical competition with the responsibility of keeping its stars healthy throughout the season. As the days passed, the conversation surrounding Caitlin Clark, Alyssa Thomas, and the WNBA evolved into something much bigger than a single game. What began as one controversial sequence had transformed into a league-wide discussion about player safety, officiating, sportsmanship, and the future of women's basketball. Every sports network seemed to have a different opinion, and fans continued debating whether the incident represented normal physical competition or a warning sign that deserved greater attention. One thing, however, became impossible to ignore. The WNBA is experiencing one of the most significant growth periods in its history. Attendance continues to rise, television audiences have reached new highs, and millions of first-time viewers are discovering the league. With that growth comes greater expectations, not only for players but also for coaches, officials, and league leadership. Many basketball analysts believe every major sports league eventually reaches a point where increased popularity leads to increased scrutiny. Every referee's decision is examined from multiple camera angles. Every controversial foul is replayed countless times. Every emotional moment spreads across social media within minutes. The WNBA is now experiencing exactly that kind of attention. For longtime fans, this level of national conversation represents a positive sign. More discussion means more people are watching, more young athletes are becoming inspired, and more opportunities are being created for women's basketball. But increased visibility also means every mistake, whether by players, coaches, or officials, is magnified. Throughout the debate, many former players emphasized that basketball has always been a physical sport. Tough defense, aggressive rebounding, and emotional competition are part of what makes the game exciting. At the same time, they noted that maintaining respect between competitors is equally important. Physical play should challenge opponents, not unnecessarily place them at risk. That balance has become one of the biggest talking points following this incident. Another major topic has been the role of officiating. Referees are expected to make split-second decisions while the fastest athletes in the world compete at full speed. It is one of the most difficult jobs in professional sports. Even with replay technology, some decisions remain open to interpretation, which explains why fans often disagree after controversial moments. Still, many observers believe consistency is the key. Players want to know where the line is. Coaches want games officiated the same way from beginning to end. Fans simply want confidence that every team is judged fairly, regardless of the score, the situation, or the popularity of the players involved. Meanwhile, Caitlin Clark has continued doing what she has done throughout her basketball journey, preparing for the next game instead of allowing outside noise to define her season. Despite constant media attention, she has remained focused on improving her play, building chemistry with teammates, and helping her team compete. That approach may be one of the reasons so many people continue following her career. Every young athlete faces adversity at some point. Every professional player encounters criticism, physical defense, and difficult moments. The difference is how they respond. Clark supporters argue that her willingness to keep competing despite constant attention demonstrates maturity beyond her years. On the other side, Alyssa Thomas remains respected by many basketball fans for her competitiveness, defensive intensity, and commitment to winning. Like many veteran players, she has built a reputation for playing hard every possession. While opinions about the controversial sequence remain divided, few people question her dedication to competing at the highest level. Ultimately, moments like these remind everyone why sports generate such passionate conversations. Fans see the same play from different perspectives. Some focus on intent. Others focus on the outcome. Some believe officials handled the situation appropriately, while others believe stronger action is necessary. Those differences of opinion are part of what makes sports discussions so engaging. Perhaps the biggest lesson from this entire situation is that facts matter more than viral headlines. In today's digital world, dramatic claims spread faster than verified information. A single social media post can create a narrative that millions of people accept before all the details are confirmed. That is why responsible analysis requires patience, context, and evidence rather than assumptions. As the WNBA season continues, attention will remain firmly fixed on every nationally televised game. Fans will continue watching Clark's development, veteran stars will continue defending their teams with pride, and league officials will continue working to maintain competitive balance while protecting player safety. The spotlight on women's basketball has never been brighter. Every exciting performance introduces new fans to the sport. Every close game creates unforgettable moments. Every rivalry adds another chapter to the league's growing history. While controversies may dominate headlines for a few days, it is the quality of basketball that ultimately determines how the season will be remembered. Whether you believe the incident was simply part of tough professional basketball or think it highlighted areas where improvements can still be made, one fact remains undeniable. Conversations like this demonstrate just how much the WNBA has grown. People are watching. People care. And every game now carries national attention unlike ever before. As the season moves forward, all eyes will once again be on the court. New matchups, new rivalries, and new storylines are waiting to unfold. The next headline may arrive sooner than anyone expects, but only time will reveal how this chapter influences the future of the league and the players who continue shaping its remarkable rise. Now it's your turn to join the conversation. After watching everything that happened, where do you stand? Do you believe the play involving Caitlin Clark and Alyssa Thomas was simply part of hard, competitive basketball, or do you think the league should take a stronger approach when it comes to protecting player safety? Share your thoughts in the comments below because I'd love to hear your perspective, and I read as many comments as possible. If you enjoyed this breakdown and want more in-depth coverage of the biggest stories surrounding the WNBA, NBA stars, and the hottest basketball debates, make sure to hit the like button, subscribe to the channel, and turn on notifications so you never miss an upload. Thank you for watching and being part of this growing basketball community. Until next time, stay safe, enjoy the game, and I'll see you in the next video with another major basketball story.